She told me you have at least 3 warrants for your arrest. And you're going to jail. And she handcuffed me on the side of the fucking road.
Yo, hey, shorty told me I'm her father, yo. Ass on Becky, Crocker, yo. She said she like girls, I love her straighter than my barber, yo.
Mom's a John.
A John. I told you guys that I was gonna tell you a story about when I got arrested last week on Friday. So I guess I'll tell you that. I got my best friend on FaceTime here with us. Say hi, Gregory. Greg, you can't say that. Say something else.
You guys, they did her so wrong.
They didn't.
Like, for no reason. And they told, like...
I mean, it literally wasn't for no reason. Like, I literally should have went to jail.
For no fucking reason. Like, be real.
That's a real friend. As y'all might know or might not know, my accident happened on the 7th. I think I got my car like the 2nd. Okay? So keep that in mind. I'm driving home. I had a really nice breakfast and I'm going through the light and the light is turning yellow. Mind you, it's raining a little bit. Nothing crazy, but it's sprinkling a little bit outside. So I'm slowing down at this yellow light, trying to be like a good fucking citizen. I could have gunned it and went through the light and gotten away with it. I would have literally been fine. But I tried to be a safe and responsible driver. So I slowed down for the red light, being the safety conscious, defensive driver that I am. There's a truck behind me. He looked like he was slowing down from a ways back, so I wasn't really paying attention. Then all of a sudden I look in the mirror and I realize he's coming too fast. Thank God the light hadn't turned green yet, because he would have pushed me into the intersection and literally gotten me T-boned. So he hits the back of me, I slide forward into the intersection, my bumper falls off, it's fucking dragging on the fucking ground, I'm shaking. So I pull over to the side of the road, and I didn't even light the blunt yet, I'm stressed out. My bumper is like dragging on the ground of my new fucking car. Mind you, I had no weed on me. I wasn't smoking, completely sober. I don't drive after I've been drinking. It was early in the morning anyways. But yeah, completely sober. I got rear-ended. I didn't do shit wrong. I got fucking rear-ended in my new fucking car. And so he calls the fucking cop. Within like less than a minute, an officer pulls up and I see a woman. I'm not a woman hater or anything like that, right? Like, I like girls, I fuck with girls, like girl power. I'm like not a hater. So she's like a lady cop. Probably wouldn't like me. She talked to him, she comes up to me. She basically tells me at that point that he's clearly at fault for the accident. She asks me for my ID and she takes it back to run it. It takes her quite a few little minutes. I'm getting a little nervous, you know. But I'm just thinking, like, this guy's gonna get in trouble, right? Because he just did this, and I'm hoping he has insurance, and, like, that's my concern. His car was fine. My car wasn't drivable, but I could have just gotten it towed and gotten his information. But he called the police. It was his first wreck, I guess. So whatever. She comes up, she talks to him again, and then she comes up to my car. I'm talking to my sister at the time, telling her she needs to come pick me up. Just down the street from my house. So she's getting in her car on the way to me as we're on the phone. And she's actually pulling up to where I'm at as I'm on the phone with her. She's at a church across the street. Bitch. Maddie saw the whole thing. What should we name the officer?
Officer Vagina.
Okay, Officer Vagina. The Officer Vagina comes to the window. And she's like, are you on the phone with someone? I'm like, yes ma'am, I'm just talking to my sister.
Sorry, bitch. I wanted to be quiet.
I'm being very respectful. I'm being incredibly respectful. I just got hit. I'm not causing a ruckus. You know, So she asked me, are you on the phone? So yes, I'm on the phone with my sister. She asked me to set my phone down. And then she asked me to step out of the vehicle. And at that point, is when I took a giant shit into my pants. She told me, you have at least 3 warrants for your arrest. And you're going to jail. And she handcuffed me on the side of the fucking road.
That's enough of that ballyhoo. But
I'm like, what? 3 warrants? I didn't know. And I did know because I had like a speeding ticket from like a year ago, and when this all happened, I was kind of like, ooh, I think I might have a warrant. Officer Vagina arrests me right in front of my fucking sister. She sees the whole thing. She's like calling my parents, like, oh my god, they're fucking arresting my sister. Like, she doesn't know what to do. And it's just a hot ass mess. So Officer Vagina puts me in the back of her car. Oh, by the way, the guy who hit me watched the whole thing happen. So not only did my sister watch it, the 19-year-old that just hit me watches me get arrested. And there was a ton of people driving past. A ton of people. It was a very busy road. Fucking embarrassing. Officer BJ puts me in the goddamn back of the fucking squadron car and leaves the handcuffs on me in the car.
Wow.
Bitch, it hurt. Like, I never been handcuffed before. Like, babe, can you loosen the cuffs? Like, babe, can you cuff me in the front? Like, Officer Vagina, it's really not that serious. So,
Mr. BJ was gonna make sure justice was served.
sat like a real criminal with my handcuffs in the back in the car. And like, once you get into the cop car, you know, like, you're still in shock as she's walking you. You're just thinking about how embarrassed you are. You're like, oh my god, like, this is fucking happening. But once you're in the back of the cop car and they close the door, that's like a real moment, okay?
Womp, womp, womp.
And that's when I started crying.
I told her, Officer Vagina, is there anything that I can do?
Officer Vagine, can I lick your vagine?
Oh no, that's probably a big old butch vagine.
I don't know, but you know what she told me? Speeding tickets don't just go away. So, that's what I learned. The second warrant was from me not going to court on that speeding ticket, but I had a third warrant for a speeding ticket, you guys, I literally do not remember getting. And actually, you know what? I just remembered it. I do remember getting it. I do remember it. And you know what? It's because I was smoking and I was so excited that I didn't get in trouble for smoking, and that's why I forgot about it, because I'm like, oh, I'm good, but I'm not good. I had a ticket, but I didn't care because, oh, bitch. So we get to the jail. She talks to the guy, drops off my stuff. They put my stuff in a locker, and she like leaves. And as this woman's leaving, you know what I said to her? Do you want to know what I said to her? I literally said, thank you. I thanked Officer VJ for taking me to jail.
Yeah,
So
I would have thanked her too. Thank you.
literally that's what I did.
if you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Well, what should we name the jail worker? I'm not worrying too much about this guy's name. We're just gonna name the guy David, okay? I'm now left with my man David. So David takes my fingerprints, he does my mugshot. He literally wouldn't let me retake my mugshot, and it was so ugly. And they made, not only did they make me take a mugshot, they made me put my hair behind my ears. And I was like, no, you don't understand, like I need, can you take another mugshot? And he literally told me no. And then he asked me, what do I do? I didn't tell him. Fucking David takes me and tells me to, he like goes to this pile with like these foldable mats, and he like, first he picks up a blanket, he hands me a blanket, so I take the blanket, and then he like picks up one of the mats, so I go to walk to like, you know, to go, and he gives me the mat and makes me carry it.
You're supposed to carry it.
He made me carry my own mat. I'm a girl. He was a man. Well, I just feel like David was kind of disrespectful. So he makes me carry my own mat, which like they were a little heavy, and I had my blanket too. And like I didn't have any laces in my shoes because they took my shoelaces, and they also took the string out of my hoodie. But they didn't make me cough, and they didn't make me get naked. So if I totally could have shoved some weed in my pussy and I would have been fine. Wish I had a goddamn edible in there, because I would have popped that shit out and ate it, because it was boring as hell in jail.
Appreciate that.
Well,
Canonica, we
all y'all
appreciate
that money, yo.
She say stay up in there, bro. Goddamn Elizabeth Bryan,
That's
Brandon.
some real shit.
Goddamn.
Okay, so anyway, he takes me to the cell. He opens the door. And I'm thinking, like, I'm going to be in my own room, like, because there's people in there in their own room. So why does he take me to the one with 2 people already fucking in there? We're going to name the girls in jail Tweedledee and Tweedledum. So he walks in, and he's like, oh, Tweedledee. He had just gotten on his shift, I guess. He recognized the fucking girl, like, knew her, like, they're friends. Like, he's asking her, like, oh, how's your boyfriend? Oh, like, how was that party last weekend? Like, David and Tweedledee are, like, just chatting it up, right? And I'm just like, all right. So, she was in there for a DUI, and then there's, like, another form of Tweedledum on... Oh, I forgot to explain the jail room. Okay, so it's literally just like concrete. The corners of the room were fucking nasty. There's like these metal like bunk beds, and then you just lay down your mat onto the metal bunk. There were 3 bunk beds, 1 against this wall, and then 2 against this back wall, and then the door was here for the jail guy to come through or whatever. So the 2 girls are on the wall, the beds against the wall. I obviously took this bed right here, put my little mat down, and he left and he closed the door. And it was so quiet in there. So quiet in there. And I'm not really good at making friends. I probably would have like talked to the other girl in there. But I was also like, damn Tweedledee, like you shouldn't be drinking and driving, sis, you know? But I should have became friends with her, and maybe I could have like taught her a lesson about life. But like, I was at jail, so... You know.
What would you have taught her? How to evade warrants?
I would have told her not to drive drunk. That's irresponsible. She was a mom.
Oh.
So, I heard a little bit of her story, right? But the other blob on the bed, Tweedledum, I haven't even seen her face, don't know how old she is, don't know anything. All I hear is like she's sleeping, and then every once in a while she'll like like literally it's just laying there and just like like groaning, like sighing, like, so I don't know what the fuck was going on with that, but that's what I thought. I don't know, it ended up being like this 42-year-old woman. I literally didn't speak to either of them. I'm not good at making friends, and like jail friends aren't really the friends I wanted to make, you know? So whatever, I ended up being able to call my sister from the cell. She went and got me a bail bondsman. She got all around to all the bail bondsmen all around and found the best one, and she got me out of jail because I had the best sister fucking. So, that's why I went to jail.
And then here I come calling you. Why haven't I fucking talked to you all day? I will never forget that day.
Yeah, and so also in the cell, David made us Hot Pockets. But you know what he did? He made all the Hot Pockets at once. And so, like the ones that were sitting there before the other ones got finished were soggy. And my Hot Pocket was real soggy. It was probably like the first one he microwaved. And... it was really cold in there. It was so cold in there, and I just wanted to go home, and I was so bored. And you guys, you can't do anything. There's literally nothing to do. I braided my hair. I gave myself some cornrows. I was really bored. I had literally nothing to fucking do. So yeah, I just waited for a while. I took a nap on my mat. It was really gross. I was like looking at the wall, and it just looked so gross and dirty, and I really just wanted to take a bath. And so I gave myself cornrows so I can look a little tough, and because I was really bored. And then soon enough, my sister came and she got me out and I was free. I was only in there for a few hours. And I asked him what he wanted to do with my trash. And I brought my trash and I threw it away because I'm not a piece of shit. I know it's not that exciting, probably, but I mean that sucks for y'all, but like good for me, because if I ever actually had to go to jail, I don't think I could take it. My anxiety by the time my sister picked me up was like pretty much at my breaking point. You couldn't smoke weed in there. That was horrible.
You could when the guards went to sleep.
Huh?
You probably could have got away with it when you went to GP, general population. And then they would have had you on the yard with all the girls.
I would have been on the yard, bitch.
You would have been somebody's little prison bitch.
I would have been on the yard like, hey. Hey guys, my name is Becky and I can teach you how to make money. We're gonna finesse all these CEOs in here, babies. Ready, ladies? Now get in formation.
Oh my god.
And we're gonna all have our cornrows, bitch, and they're gonna be snatched, bitch. We are genies in a prison.
You gotta rub us the right way.
Gotta rub us you gotta cuff us the right way. Ah!
You know, it's a lady that's in jail that I've like been following her since 2007. Her name is Jodi Arias.
I love Jodi Arias.
You don't know her.
Bitch, yes I do. Her court case was so famous.
What did she do?
She stabbed him, I don't remember how many times, and slit his throat so deep he was almost decapitated, and then she shot him in the head.
That's why we're best friends.